No doubt at some stage you've probably done a personality test. No, I don't mean any of those published in a women's magazine. They don't count. Look, I think I did my first ever such test when I was about 14. Ages ago, when I had a visit from the vocational guidance counsellor at high school. And they asked me a barrage of weird questions and then spat out some BS about what type of career might suit me. And surprise, surprise, since I said at the time I wanted to be an architect, well, it was on this list. Fast forward into the late 20th century, and similar but lots more fun tests are what I used in my job as a careers advisor to get teenagers thinking about what jobs might suit them. And even more recently, such personality tests have become extremely common in the modern day recruiting process. So they can certainly serve a useful purpose, but only if you know what the heck you're looking for. But then again, so can star sign charts if that's what you believe in. And FYI, I am such a true Cancerian, seriously. Meanwhile, back to us. I want to talk about the MBTI, or the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. This is the basis of most of the various tests available, and about the only one of those I have personally had any success in trying to understand myself is the variation provided for free by www.16personalities.com. Now, the approach they use is actually quite interesting if you want to dig into it further. So what I would love you to do right now is to head over to 16personalities.com/free-personality-test and take the free test. It'll only take 10 minutes or so. Check out the results they present for you, and you should even get them emailed to you for future reference if you like. And then come back here so we can discuss what these results could mean. So, me, myself, and ENFP-T. What? Okay, look, I've done the 16 personalities test a couple of times in the last few months as part of my research, of course, and the results each time have been surprisingly similar, which means they must be right. And in my case, my personality type is the campaigner, which is an ENFP-T, whatever that means. I think we'll get to that in a second. Now, the individual traits of that are extroverted at 51%, intuitive at 64%, feeling at 53%, prospecting at 67%, and turbulent at 63%. Hey, that must be what the ENFT... that might be what that stands for. Aha! My role is a diplomat. My strategy, social engagement. Their results focus on 5 personality aspects, while the original MBTI had only 4. So these are mind, energy, nature, tactics, and identity. Now, each of these aspects should be seen as a two-sided continuum, with the neutral option placed in the middle. The percentages you see are meant to show which categories you fall under and how strong your preferences are. Now, while each of those categories are described further on their website, I do want to make a couple of comments about my results below. And you'll see for mind that introverted is 49, extroverted is 51. Pretty balanced on that score by the looks of it, with a slight leaning towards being extroverted. Energy, however, the difference is 37% versus 64% between observant and intuitive. Nature, feeling 53 or thinking 47%. Tactics, prospecting, whatever that is, 67%. Judging, 33%. Identity, assertive, 37%. Turbulent, well, it sounds about right, 63%. You can see how I got my results from the 5 aspects that are marked in bold, and the really interesting thing is the strong results that are in the uppercase bold. These are, according to the test, my dominant personality traits. In such situations where I might need to use the opposite approach, I might find it difficult to do so. The others in lowercase bold are pretty even, suggesting I can flip-flop between them easily as needed, which could be useful at times. What is interesting is that these can and do change over your lifetime in response to what you do. Look, I never would have said that I was an extrovert. However, I can now see that being thrown in front of a class for 18 years and then putting myself out there has tipped the balance slightly in that direction. And speaking of Mr. Y, you can see the Y strongly reinforced in the second grouping with the intuitive result, with me apparently asking why things happen the way they do, and always feeling slightly detached from the actual concrete world. One could even say that these individuals never actually feel as they truly belong in this world. Damn. Okay. Well, thankfully, I seem to have developed a recent balance between feeling and thinking, having definitely been more of a feeler in the past. But maybe I've just turned off all the emotions after all the crap that's happened in my life. I don't know. And it seems I'm pretty strong on the prospecting versus judging, which is no surprise there, as I generally hate structure and I love going with the flow. So you can see how that could present some barriers with an entrepreneurial career and a lot of normal careers as well. It seems I am more likely to focus more on what makes me happy at the time. Does that remind you of a John Farnham song, perhaps? As far as the identity aspect goes, hell yeah, I have not been assertive enough at times in the past, but apparently my desire to always push themselves just a little further helps many turbulent types to achieve what they seek to achieve. And then there is my role, diplomat. Ask anyone that knows me. Well, haha, but true. Yeah, right. And the strategy, social engagement, as my preferred way of doing things. Well, okay, it's pretty damn accurate as far as I can see in relation to me anyway, but, I won't go into the finer details of each type or role or strategy any further. I would just suggest that you do check out the descriptions for each of yours at the link that's provided. And then try to see how this all relates to what you plan to do in your new business. So to sum up, this lesson recommends that you look very closely at your MBTI personality traits to see what good things are in there and what things might be barriers, and relate that to your ability to achieve success online or in life generally. And also, I'd suggest you look at the MBTI test results of the people you work with to ensure they complement your style, or there might be trouble. Or next up, I'm a teacher for sure. You've got some homework to finish off this module. Good luck.